can fly. Think I can fly when I'm with you. My arms are wide, catching fire as the wind blows. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes, even if we're strangers till we die.
Was instantly cooking a bit of goodness out on the mat. Hi people, it's been a while. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm packed and ready to leave. Super excited, going to another new lake. Can't wait to get there, but it's going to be a bit of a mission to get there. It's about an hour and a half or so. But yeah, super excited to get there. I ain't been out for a while recent, and can't wait to get there. Oh, but it's days only. So just from this morning until probably about 8-9 o'clock tonight, I've got a chance to get a big fish. So yeah, you'll see me when I get down the bank. Well, as you can see, we've finally arrived. Battled our way through all that traffic, and we're on the bank. Still early doors, so it's only 8:15. Plenty of time to get the rods in. Thought I'd give you a little look around. It's only a tiny little lake, but with massive fish. I'm absolutely buzzing to get the rods in. So not too sure on what my tactics are going to be for now. I think I might just put a couple of bags out, one in the edge, one in the deeper water. Although it's a tiny lake, it's a real deep lake. If it's what I remember, it's 20 or 30 foot. So the fish have still got plenty of water to roam around in. They're the rods. My 2 1/4 Fox Duo light tips. Awesome rods, I can't wait to really get a good bend on them. Great through action. Awesome for a small lake like this with not much weed. So not much weed. There's a bit, there's more than I ever remembered. I haven't been here for about 7 years. And even 7 years ago it had some big fish in. You can see there, look. That's all thick weed. This corner's completely out of action. There's nice reed lines all the way around, and weed all in the edges. Good for the carp though, plenty of naturals. Never used to be this weedy. Look at them rudd down there. I'll zoom in on them. Having a right feast down there. Where are we? There, right there. Lovely. Right, time to get the rods in. See you in a bit. Well, as you can probably see, traps are set. And it's looking good. A few fish milling about, but the temperatures are rising fast. Set to be another scorcher today, 28. So fingers crossed the fish are in the feeding mood. And what a beautiful little picturesque lake this is. Oh, fish just crashed over the back there. So my start off method, being it's still quite early, just fishing a bit of boilie and maize in the edge on both rods. It's a bit deep out in the middle. I didn't think they'd be out there in 25-30 foot. Although it's a little tiny lake, it's a very deep one at that, which gives the fish plenty of room for growth. I've seen a few fish just to the left over that way. There's a few fish out there on the surface now coming up. God, I'm buzzing with excitement right now. Look at the view. Love. Oh, couple of bleeps. Oh. Stow just lifted up slightly on the left hand rod. Just come up an inch. Liner. Well, things are looking promising. Fingers crossed for a bit of morning action. And I'll keep you updated along the way. See you in a bit. Back again with an early update. Not a bite fish update, but a change of tactics update. So the rods were set in the margins there with a bit of corner maize, but the heat's rising pretty fast today, and that sun's really burning hard. So I've changed both rods to zigs now. Put them both at half depth. Both on zigger liners, one on black and yellow and the other one on pure red. One at 14 foot and one at 12 foot. And I'm just spodding every now and then over it, just to try and get a bit of interest. I did come prepared for this. I know it is a deep lake, and I knew the fish would rise up with the sun, so brought a nice bucket of goodness. Usual suspects in that bucket. Got the N-zyne and the latest bait to synchronise. Wanted to keep the mix quite dark and dull, so just went for the synchronise and the N-zyne. All blended up in the blender and that, a few slightly bigger pieces. Blended maize, hemp, a few extra little special ingredients that I've picked up over the years, and fingers crossed for a bit of action now. Feeling hopeful. See you in a bit. Great, finally dialed things in and got it right, and got the first bite on the bank. Liner. So I've been playing about, come off the bottom, went onto zigs, still nothing. Have a liner. And I think my zigs were too low in the water. I don't like fishing adjustable zigs, especially not on these light rods anyway. So I found a nice margin spot across the other bank. It was about 18-19 foot instead of 30. I kept the zigs at sort of 12 to 14 foot. And yeah, within 20 minutes, changed the spots over, got a bit of bait in, got the rods out first time, and it rattled off. And we've got a lovely 16 pounder. Not a giant, but a lovely looking fish. Spawned out, as to be expected. Yeah, happy days. Off the mark, that's the main thing. See if I should behave herself. There she is. Nice dark, spawned out summer mirror. There she goes. No. Keep her low, just let her calm down for a minute. Keep the water going on. It's already 24 degrees, so it's important to keep these fish nice and moist. And for such a little lake, boy, has this got some big fish in. Just to think, let's fish. more than double the size in here in just a couple of acres. It's amazing. Right, there we go. Calm down, girl. Hopefully there'll be another bite or two today. Things started off slow, but I got things right now. This one fell to the red zigger liner. I've put both on red now. Nothing was happening on the black, believe it or not. Right, let's see if she'll behave for a minute. Can you behave, girl? There we go. Lovely, nice start. Beautiful mirror carp. Lovely bit of summer action, and hopefully the first of many. Fingers crossed. Well, I'm going to slip this beautiful little mirror back and we'll catch up shortly. Right, another change of tactics brings another bite on the bank. So obviously to start off with, both rods on the margins. Soon changed both rods to zigs. Had a fish and then sort of just died out. So I've left one on a zig now, and you see me baiting that little margin spot a short while ago, and that's actually done me 2 fish, believe it or not. Yeah, it just ripped off again. Here's the first part of the, well, not double tape, but within 5 minutes of each other. I just put this one in a retainer, put about 4 or 5 boilies back round out on the spot, nipped the rod back in quickly while I deal with this, and it went away again with an even bigger fish, one of the bigger, better fish. First of all, got this little beaut, just under 14 pound. Still nice action though. Super spawned out, these fish are super lean at the minute. As the owner told me, I didn't know this before I come, they've actually spawned 3 times on here. So that they're like near on half the weights at the minute. But still great sport, and I'll definitely be coming back. That's the first part. I'll be back in a sec with the second part. Here's the second part. £19.25, I think it was. Super spawned out. I remember this one being one of the big ones years ago. I want to say big ones, it was sort of low to mid 20s. These fish in here are usually fat as you like, but spawning 3 times before this time of year. It looks like they literally just spawned yesterday, and we're in late July now. So yeah, better away. Let's get her up. This one's definitely seen a few hooks before in this time, and to have this one done up, I'm more than happy. Took off, it was an epic take, absolutely epic. One of them ones that probably gets your knees wobbling. It's going to be lively. So spawned out. Oh, but full of beans. Full of it. Come on, girl. Show people how pretty you are and we'll nip you back. There you go. Hopefully it's coming through clear on camera. Make sure it is. So I don't know why the camera flicked off for some reason. Don't know why, because the battery's alright. But she's still been beating me up for a minute. Angry muscle packed mirror. Keep her down, keep her low. There's no point in lifting her up whatsoever when she's misbehaving like this. Keep them wet, and hopefully she'll calm down enough for me to hold, just so I can show you. There you go. Real old warrior. Biggest of the day. And I kid you not, this fish probably would have been about 24 £, 25 £, before spawning. But I don't mind, you know. Great fun, great sport, and a great real old character. This fish is like 25 years old or so. They've been in here a long while. It's nice to just get one on the bank, really, a proper one. Right, I'm going to nip her back, and I'll keep you updated, and we'll have a chat in a bit. Hey, thought we'd have a quick catch up. I've moved peg, as you can see, no rods. And this little scattering mess is the last bits of my tackle. And you can see where I've been moving my gear up to there. So yeah, things are looking good. Moved up the lake a bit, 2 new spots, put a lot of bait in. I'm just going to sit on them for 2 hours now. It's bite time, so that's all I'm going to really do now. Oh, and continue to pick up all that riff-raff off the floor. And yeah, what can I say about this session? Slow to start off with, but we got there in the end. That's the main thing, I guess. Had a few tweaks about with zigs and bottom baits in deep water, and then margins, and we've ended up in this left rod there is the spot that done me the 2 bites in the margin. So I've left that right in the margin. That's in about 3 foot of water. And then this one here to the right, it's just again in the margin, but off the shelf. So just on like a second shelf. That's about, I don't know, 14 foot deep instead of the usual 30 that's out in the middle. So I've got the best of both worlds. So we'll see what happens. There is a few fish milling around up there now. So wouldn't be surprised if that rod don't go again. I just refreshed the spot with a load of fresh hemp. I put about 8 chops around it. So just a waiting game now. They must be picking bits off again. So I'm in between both rods now. It's just so I can be closer to the margin rod up there, which could go any second. I've just seen a few big shapes moving there. So I'm really buzzing. Well, I'm going to get the rest of this gear moved and get this camera on the pod. Maybe we might catch a bite on camera. You never know. Right, hopefully it's bite time. I'll see you in a bit with a fish. Check out that run, absolutely unbelievable. Let's listen to that one more time quickly. Well, that carp has absolutely battered me for the last 10 minutes. What an absolute epic battle. We're going to get her out and have a look and see what we've got. Well, can you believe that? All on camera. I just set the pod up and I thought, you know, it feels like I could get a quick bite in that spot, and well, less than 20 seconds it's gone. It's rattling off. So that margin spot's paying off again. It's done me 3 fish now, and this is the biggest fish of the session. 21 pound 10 ounces. This is definitely one of the bigger ones. Them having spawned 3 times, they are so thin and underweight. They're literally half their body weights. Spawning 3 times already, and just last week apparently, before I'd got here, again spawning. I didn't know that obviously, because it's my first time down for years. I thought they'd have had it well over and done with, but now they've been going again and again. Trying to get her up. This is definitely one of the bigger ones. I should imagine this was probably around the 28 pound mark, believe it or not. You see how long it is? Still quite thick across his shoulders and that, but it's just got no belly at all. And believe me, these are usually fat like pigs. And there's a lot of small fish in here, so it feels nice to get one of the bigger ones. There's a lot of fish in here, sort of 10, 12 pound or so. And this is what we definitely come for, one of the 20s. Let's get her up one more time. Is she going to behave? Lovely long dark fish though, can't complain one bit. Put up an absolute brilliant fight, as you've seen. Had me all in the reeds for ages. Really didn't want to come on the bank this one. But happy days. I'm going to slip her back. Still got an hour left, both rods are set. And there might be time for another bite, you never know. If not, we'll have a quick chit chat before going away, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's me done for this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Always love my time on the bank as usual. It's in the background of the van, fully loaded. It's time to get out of here. And if you love fishing as much as I do, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss no coming series in the future. And follow us along the way. See you in a bit.